Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going for the determined 1 badge by surviving all the way to day 250. It's gonna be a long, intense journey filled with raids, building, and a lot of close calls, so stick around till the end to see if we can actually make it. Let's get started. Alright, after we spawn into the world, the very first thing we do, just like every good survival run, is rush over to the nearest trees and start absolutely smacking them down, grabbing every bit of that sweet, essential wood so we can kick off our adventure the right way. Then we dive straight into building a map, so we know exactly where we're heading. But wait a second, it's already nighttime. Well, I'm pretty sure the deer won't attack us on the first day. Right. So let me just snatch these fresh carrots straight out of the ground. Don't mind if I do, and then we'll hustle back to the base before anything sketchy shows up. Actually, let's take a quick peek at the map, just to make sure we're not about to wander straight into trouble. After the sun rises, I head straight out to collect more scrap for upgrading the crafting bench. Gotta get those tools and gear up to speed. Oh, there's a treehouse right there. Let's go check it out. I wonder what kind of loot is hiding up there. I climb all the way up, and what do I get? Just a fuel canister, a bit of scrap, and some coal. Not bad, but let's check the chest. At least a spear or some leather armor to help me survive out here. And, oh, nice. It's the leather armor. That's exactly what I needed. With the scrap collected and my gear upgraded, it's time to head back to base and prepare for whatever's coming next. After that, just killing some bunnies for food. And yeah, also for fun. Cooked them up, ate them, and then went right back to chopping wood for more necessities. Wait, what is that I just heard that actually startled me? Alright, back to chopping again. And we are definitely not leaving this sapling. Oh shoot, it's the deer. Let's get out of here and head straight back to the campfire. Then we head over to the cabin, wondering what kind of loot might be hiding inside there. Oh nice, a chest. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see what's inside. Oh, it's the good sack. Sadly, I already have one of those. Let me just grab all of the materials here, especially the chair, because that's gonna give me a ton of wood for crafting later. A fuel canister, and oh, nice, it's the bandage. That's exactly what I needed for later. You can never have too many of these in survival. And yeah, another chest. Let's see what's inside. And oh, a rifle, nice. That's gonna make survival a whole lot easier out here. Yes, a defense blueprint. Now we can finally start setting up some real protection around the base. Alright, putting all of the materials into the crafting bench, fuel canister goes to the campfire, coal in there too, and we'll throw in the steak. Now let's craft a farm plot. Since we already have the crock pot ready to build, we only need this farm plot to make an automatic steamaker. This is gonna make food so much easier to handle. I wonder where the deer is at. Seems like he's not showing up right now. Wait, what is that the noise I heard? Oh wait, oh no, it's the owl. So that's why the deer isn't here this time. Well, thanks for the feather, Mr. Owl, or whatever you are. Oh no, the owl is here again. I have to stay completely still, no moving and no actions at all if I don't want to get noticed. Okay, the owl is gone, and thanks again for another feather. Oh shoot, he is here again. Let's head back to the campfire. Alright, there's nothing much to do inside the base, I guess, except maybe chopping some trees for more materials. But we're not cutting them all the way down yet. Alright, let's explore more of the forest, hoping we can find some better loot this time. Oh, a shelter. There must be a weapon. Nice, there's more rifle ammo we can use to fight off strong enemies, especially those crossbow cultists. I really hate those crossbow cultists. They completely shredded half of my health in the last round, and I didn't even have a single bandage to patch myself up. If that happens again, It could be game over real quick. Nice, it's the iron armor. Now we'll be taking way less damage compared to when we were just wearing leather armor. This should help us survive much longer out here. A medkit, alright. Let's grab that, then scoop up the fuel and the rest of the materials while we're at it. Alright, let's leave this cabin and get moving. Oh, my bad, I accidentally pressed the wrong thing. Alright, let's keep going. Let me just reload this gun real quick. And there we go. Oh, another chest I found. But never mind, two dire wolves are pursuing me right now. I need to get out of here fast. I swear, I get some traumatic vibes every time I run into 2 or more dire wolves. Just thinking about how fast they close in is enough to make me panic on the spot. And I don't want to die just to start all over again. That would be a total nightmare after everything we've gathered so far. There we go, the cultists are now going to invade my base. Time to get ready for a fight. Let me just cook up some stew real quick. Gotta keep that hunger in check before things get messy. Just waiting for the stew to finish cooking. Hopefully it's ready before anything crazy happens. Oh, I'm hearing something. It's the cultists. Time to take them down one by one and clear out these cultists. And then let them burn, all for the sake of the campfire. And then I raided the cultist stronghold to grab even more loot, picking up diamonds, cultist gems of the forest, and especially the ruby chest, which is absolutely packed with weapons like the tactical shotgun, kunai, thorn armor, and a bunch of other powerful gear that's going to make taking on tough battles out here way more manageable. Let's just take this guy out and then heal up. We've cleared the second and third floors. Now it's time to grab all the loot and get out, since it's starting to get dark. Nice, we got the thorn armor. And let's collect all these scraps and the other loot. Then we'll head out of this stronghold. Oh, hi there, dear. Are you waiting for me to come out and play? Too bad, I'm heading back to base now. We've got everything we needed, so let me just put it on the crafting bench. And now, let me just charge up this boost pad for later use. It's now day 15, and I've decided to stay here near the temple, and of course, the owl appeared again. And again, and again. Ow, that hurt. You know what? I'm going to kill you. Oh, it's gone already. Day 21, just replanting all the trees I chopped in the same spot, so it won't be a hassle to move around while chopping later. Day 32, raiding the stronghold again and taking out all the cultists for the usual loot, but this time I'm really hoping to score the tactical shotgun. After clearing all the cultists, let's take a look and see what kind of loot I'll get today. Hopefully something good that'll really help me out in the next battles. Right shield, not bad. I guess this should help a lot with blocking attacks. Day 50, I got the strong axe and decided to chop down the big trees to upgrade my base and add walls, making it much harder for the cultists to reach me and take me out. The cultists raided me again, but I won't lose. Never, not until I reach day 250. Oh shoot, I don't want to die. I'm just gonna use the rifle instead. Time to start taking out these cultists, shooting them one by one and making sure they don't get the upper hand. Let me just circle around and take my shots, staying on the move so they don't catch me off guard. Now they're all dead. Let's clean up the mess and gather whatever loot they dropped. Day 56. I'm planting trees for the outer wall to make sure no cultists can reach or climb up to my inner wall, and also to provide extra protection all around the base. Day 74. Continuing to chop down the big trees so I can replant all the saplings around my base, while also collecting plenty of wood for the crafting bench and other upgrades to strengthen my setup. Day 86, the cultists have started raiding again, but this time I'm going to be smarter, moving carefully and staying alert to avoid taking any fatal shots. I didn't manage to be careful last time, but this time, with some of the walls in place, I can predict where all the cultists will go. This not only increases my chances of surviving, but also gives me a tactical advantage to take them out more easily. Day 92, the wall is almost complete, but first, let me put up some spikes so we can take out the cultists effortlessly when they try to attack. I just had to satisfy my OCD and perfectly align the walls, making sure everything is set up so we can execute our plan correctly and survive even longer, I guess. Oh nice, we've reached day 99. Got a sweet 3 diamonds, but it's still not enough. So yeah, we're now pushing forward, aiming to hit the milestone of day 250. Day 113, I'm raiding the cultist base, getting ready to fire and activating my full sense of awareness so we don't put ourselves in even more danger. Alright, after that, let's head to the chest, and oh, it's already nighttime. Oh, the deer spawned already? Wow, you're fast, Mr. Deer, but you still can't catch me with my tool that can blind you. Go ahead, try to keep up, even though you won't catch me. I just need to stay careful and watch every single step, because if I run into any traps. That's it, I'm dead. Every move counts right now, and I really need to stay alert. Let's hope luck is on my side this time and nothing goes wrong while I'm trying to make it out safely. We're finally back at the base, and yeah, let's craft some torches, not just for decoration, but also to expand the light and make the place feel safer. Day 134, I'm raiding the cultist stronghold again, but this time it's going to be much harder since the cultists are stronger and more numerous. I have to be extra careful with every action I take, constantly staying alert and aware of my surroundings, because one wrong move could cost me dearly in this raid. I just hope my bullets can keep up with how many cultists are inside the stronghold. It's going to be a tough fight if they keep coming in waves. Day 142, I'm back in the stronghold. And this time, I'm going to use a smarter method to take out the cultists easily, almost without even trying. I'll just let my gun show, keeping my body hidden to avoid suspicion, and then start shooting. And remember, it's faster to reload by switching weapons than to wait for the gun to reload. Day 176, I'm building shelves to organize all my items properly, so everything has its place. This will make the base not only look neat and tidy, but also much easier to manage, allowing me to quickly find what I need during raids or while crafting. Day 190, I'm setting up extra barbed wire traps to punish those cultists even more for invading my base and disturbing the 4 kids. This should make it much harder for them to get through and teach them a lesson. Since the base is fully set up, I can now take them out effortlessly, making it much easier to defend against any cultist attacks. Yeah, get away, you deer, you don't belong inside the base. Okay, let's go take out the remaining cultists. Looks like the barbed wire got destroyed, which is why they're still alive and roaming around. But anyway, we can't let that stop us. Let's finish them off and make sure they won't be causing any more trouble for the base. Day 214, I'm venturing deep into the forest, pushing further than I've ever gone before, in search of more valuable scrap. Since we've now reached the endgame, every useful piece is much rarer and harder to come by. So every find now matters more than ever for strengthening and upgrading the base. The deeper I go, the thicker the trees and the heavier the silence, but I know that every step forward might lead me to the next big score. We're now being raided again by the cultists, and their noise is getting closer. No time to waste, let's take them down. This time, they'll regret coming here. Let's wait a little, stay low, keep quiet, and watch their movements before making our move. Done. The cultists are finally dead, and now it's time to clean up the mess they left behind once again. Alright, done. Day 230. Now we continue cutting down the big trees, steadily making progress toward finishing the base. At this point, the only real necessity left is gathering more saplings and maybe a bit of extra wood for good measure. The wood has become more of an optional task now, since there isn't much else we urgently need it for anyway. Still, keeping a reserve never hurts. Day 246. It is now nighttime, the final evening before we officially reach day 250. There's not much left to do at this point, so I decide to step outside and see if I can spot a deer or hear an owl in the distance. Unfortunately, it seems they won't be spawning tonight. Still, as I stand there in the quiet, I can't help but feel a sense of pride after all this time. We've stayed determined, pushed through every raid, every challenge, and now we're just one step away from reaching that long-awaited milestone of day 250. And finally, we did it. The long-awaited badge I've been surviving for is now in my hands. After countless days of defending the base, reading strongholds, planting trees, and fending off endless waves of cultists, we've reached the goal I set from the very start. There isn't much left to do now. The base stands strong, the enemies lie defeated, and the land feels quiet for once. I guess this marks the end of the journey, at least for now. And that's all for today's video. I hope you stuck with us through this entire journey right until the very end. It's been a wild ride, and I'm glad you were here to see it through. That's all for now, but make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and don't forget to drop a comment telling me what challenge I should take on next. Until then, take care and see ya in the next one.